Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for Tuesday, the 2nd of July. Well, I picked two decent price winners, and unfortunately, it didn't quite work out because of the type of bet that I had. One of them was an 18 to 1 winner in the last leg of the doubles and trebles. Unfortunately, I couldn't get anything with it. And the last one was it something called Rizani or something like that by Charlie Johnston? I know it was something like 12s or 14s at one point, but I think it was back right into 6 to 1. So it would have been nice if you just selected those two horses randomly out of my selection, but you probably didn't, and I certainly didn't. You saw my bet, so yeah. So it was a losing day. I can't remember how much I got back. I think about £4. Might be wrong. I'm not claiming any profit or loss or anything. Well, I'm claiming a loss. So let me get into it. So horse racing tips for Tuesday, the 2nd of July, are at Brighton and Stratford races. Well, these two courses are courses where I very rarely back a winner. So I just thought I'd fill you with lots of positivity. So let me get into it. So it's a 20 pence each way, lucky 15. And basically I've had a 70 pence each way accumulator because I think that was the final amount in my account. The first selection is Corporate Raider in the 355 at Brighton. Technically, if you go on form, this one can't beat the favourite. The favourite's Chormo. But I am a massive fan of, well, I'm becoming a bigger fan of Dylan Hogan, the jockey. He's got one mount tomorrow, and this is it. I think, John Egan is on Chormo. I think it's a poor race, and I think once again, if Dylan Hogan gets an easy lead in front, it could be hard to beat. It's not going to be an easy task for it because it's racing off pretty much its highest mark so far, but I think it's got a chance, and I am a big fan of the jockey. I think it's a really good jockey. The second selection is Blue Bella in the 10 past 6 at Stratford, paying 4 places instead of 3. If this is the nap of the day, but it's based on things that are like not exactly solid. Well, Blue Bella was running well over right about 2.5 mile, I think it was, on good ground, and it was running well. At the back end of last year, I believe it was, and this year it's been stepped up to 2 mile, 7.5 furlong, and 3 mile, and it's been prominent but not quite getting home. And I'm thinking this drop back in trip, I think it will run a decent race. It's trained by Alex Hales, and I think if this drop back in distance suits, it could be quite a difficult horse to beat. And I do like horses at Stratford that tend to run up with the pace because you can kind of get left behind. I wouldn't say it's exactly like Fateman, but you can get left behind at Stratford, and it's a course where, in my opinion, you want to be no worse than mid division. Obviously, horses do win from the back, but I prefer no worse than mid division. The third selection is Razzo Italiano in the 640 at Stratford, paying 4 places instead of 3. One of the reasons why I've left all these prices to SP is because on Sky Bet, they're offering up 12 to 1 about this horse. This horse isn't a 12 to 1 chance. It was 25 to 1 in the Racing Post. And I know that they're not exactly, it's just you call it tissue, or let's call it pretend prices in the Racing Post. Nobody's really laying those prices or offering those prices normally, I believe. So Razzo Italiano, in my opinion, it should be 25s, 33s. So I've left the price. It was a horse that liked good ground quite a while back. It then raced on soft and heavy for quite a while. It's very lightly raced recently. I don't know if there's been something wrong with it or not. I don't know. But it should be an outsider, and I've tipped it to be an outsider. I think it will race mid-division and hopefully make some ground up when the others are tiring. And the final selection is Obsessed With You in the 740 at Stratford, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse should appreciate the 6.5 furlong step up in distance. As I said, Stratford, in my opinion, it can favour front runners or horses that race prominently. This horse tends to lead. It's got Gavin Sheehan on board, who I do like the jockey as well, and I think it's got a good chance. So those are Tuesday's free horse racing selections. So if you can give me a like, I really appreciate it. Give me a comment. I'll try and get back to you. So, the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.